This is Ty Slatter, and welcome to another edition of GTA's ISO Mode. If you haven't already, make sure you follow GTA Sports Network and GTA Heat Check on all social media platforms. Like, comment, and subscribe to GTA Sports on the YouTube. And don't forget GTASportsnet.com for all things in the world of sports. Today we're going to give our flowers to a team that has put the NBA on notice. Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies are on a 10-game winning streak, and they just beat the Phoenix Suns, the former number one team in the West, just last season by 30 points, 136 to 106. All I have to say is this. This team right here is on a rampage. This is a revenge tour. I think everybody on this team knows that if Ja Morant's knee was healthy last year, this team was going to beat the Golden State Warriors, and this team could have very easily won the NBA Finals last year. Over Golden State, obviously, and over the Boston Celtics, because I think this team is better than the Boston Celtics when everything is clicking. This team is the most complete team in the West right now. And you can see it in the standings. Standings speak for themselves. The Denver Nuggets and the Memphis Grizzlies are at the top of the West. 4.5 games, and behind them are the New Orleans Pelicans at number 3. And everybody else follows right behind them. The Kings, the Mavericks, Clippers, Warriors, Jazz, Timberwolves, Trailblazers, Thunder, Suns, Lakers, so on and so forth. I've done enough videos on LeBron and the Lakers. They won against the Houston Rockets, but against the Houston Rockets, they're the worst team in the West. You're supposed to. Salute to the King, though. 48, 8-9. Still doing it at 38. But the Memphis Grizzlies, with roughly a 700 winning percentage, 15-10 in the conference, 19-3 at home, 11-10 on the road. What more do you want? I mean, every game in this 10-game streak, they've won by over 100 points. They scored over 100 points per game as a team, as a unit. Ja Morant had like 5 or 6 threes in the game, got a poster on Dario Saric. Of course, Phoenix didn't have Devin and Chris, so, I mean, to be fair. But the Suns are number 12 in the West. We expected this fall once the injuries start piling on, and the Suns got to blow that up. But Memphis, I mean, as of right now, the only thing that worries me is Ja Morant's health, because he plays almost Derrick Rose type, where it's reckless abandonment. You know, he plays a style of basketball that one wrong move and, you know, you're taking your lower extremities to the cleaners. I mean, it could be ugly if he doesn't land his dunks properly. So he always goes for the bigger player on the team to dunk on and make a poster out of him. That's kind of his stock and trade now, his Allen Iverson, you know, box office appeal. There's not much I can say. But when I look at the Denver Nuggets and Memphis Grizzlies having the exact same record, dare I say it, I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that the Grizzlies started off rough in the first 10 games of the season and they were dealing with injuries, Jaren Jackson hadn't made his return yet, Grizzlies are number 1 in the West in my book. Where do I have them landing? Honestly, they're right where they're supposed to be. Top 3 in the West. I predicted the Pelicans with a healthy Zion, even though he's out right now. And they're maintaining in spite of that, which salute to that. I mean, the Pelicans are keeping things afloat without their star. I had the Grizzlies, the Pelicans, and Luka's Mavericks top 3, top 5 in the West, and right now they're right where they're supposed to be. Overall, the Memphis Grizzlies looked amazing against Phoenix. I mean, the chemistry's right, everybody's healthy, the coach is calling the right plays, Ja Morant's executing as a playmaker, facilitator, and a scorer. Your role players know their roles. Brandon Clark, Jaren Jackson, Tyus Jones. You can't even really tell that they traded DeAnthony Melton to Philly. The team looks basically the same. But salute to the front office for their development team, the Memphis Hustle, because a lot of their players, I'm going to name some names here. Obviously, you know, Kenneth Lofton, you know, you got your Zaire Williams, David Roddy, Kennedy Chandler, you know, these guys that play two-way contracts and get their minutes, obviously with the main team, but also get their reps in with the G League. Head coach Taylor Jenkins gave credit where credit was due. The Memphis Hustle is a great developmental team. They have a great system there. They develop their players from the ground up, and they fit them in there like Tetris. They know their role. They come in. They do their job. It's a blue collar team. Desmond Baines back in his stride from his injury earlier in the season, because he was missing for about a month with an injury. So he's back, hitting threes from everywhere on the court. Jaren Jackson's getting his 2 to 3 blocks per game. Dylan Brooks is looking like a number 2 option that he's supposed to. Instead of trying to be the number 1, he's playing his respectful number 2 option in position very well. Brandon Clark's a great big. He's only getting better with time. He's a healthier version of Miles Turner in my book. Zaire Williams, as lanky as he is, he's getting better with his stroke. His three-point shot is nice. Again, this team has everything you need. The starting 5 is solid. The bench is solid. Steven Adams is a great veteran leader that he is. He's a galvanizing piece to the puzzle. That was a great trade that they did for Valanciunas when they sent Valanciunas to New Orleans and got Steven Adams. That was a great pickup there when they swapped those. Yeah, again, I love what I'm seeing in Memphis. Salute to Ja Morant, the Memphis Grizzlies as a franchise. I would not be mad at all if they won it all and Ja Morant got the MVP or the Finals MVP this year, if not both. I mean, the sky's the limit for Ja Morant. Literally, sky is the limit. This guy jumps above the rim like he walks on air. It's nothing to him. In ISO mode, follow me at Ty Slatter on social media platforms. Check out GTA Sports Network, GTA Check on social media platforms. Like, comment, subscribe to GTA Sports on the YouTube. This is Ty Slatter, and until next time, take care.